Hello, how are you today? Happy Tuesday. I'm doing this on Tuesday, March 20th. And we are going to dive into the weekly messages for us and the weekly reading for entrepreneurs. And I just want to invite you to go visit www.doingbusinesswithlove. There is some really awesome interviews there. Di Manuel, Coach Moose, the creator of Whole Life Fitness Manifesto. I just released that one, and it's a really good interview, and I invite you to see it and possibly start change in your health and fitness, because he is a fitness dude, and he was really instrumental in me getting healthy. And this is something that I wanted to bring up, and I wasn't sure where I was going to bring it up, but I'm going to bring it up here. And I actually am really grateful for my injury happening. That may sound really weird, but I'm very grateful for my injury happening to me quite a few years ago now, as it really made me take control of my health, right? So if you are going through something health-wise, I just want you to know that you can overcome anything. You can overcome anything. Just get moving, start with where you are, do what you can, and keep moving. And sometimes our bodies give out on us so that it draws the attention to us so that we can make those big, massive changes into being the healthy person that you like. And one of the big things for me is aging well right now. So that is top of mind for me because I'm 42. And I want to age well and look good, up until whenever. And I want to have really good mobility when I'm in my 60s, 70s, 80s, that is the thing. I'm going to be a runner. So here we go. So let's pull some cards and see what's going on. And, oh, nice. So first card for the week is Goodbye to the Old, Hello to the New. I really love this card, although it does come with endings, right? So it's goodbye to the old and hello to the new. You've finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. That is fabulous news, and it actually comes to remind us as well. The thing that I'm getting reminded of here is that sometimes you need to grieve those endings. So if you're feeling that something is falling off and you need to have some time to let it go and release it, send it some love as it takes off in your life. But releasing doesn't have to be hard. Goodbyes don't have to be hard. It can be really fun to step into the new. So just like if you were leaving a job and you're starting some new awesome part of your life, this is one of those moments in time when you have to decide and move forward and move into the new. So let's pull some cards and see what's going on for the week. And remember that when old things fall off, it's time for them to fall off. Allow them to move into the next situation. So here we go. Beginning of the week. This is right now, Two of Wands. And this is asking you to use your intuition, that beautiful intuitive side of you. You have a choice that needs to be made. When the twos come up in the tarot, it's generally speaking some kind of decision that needs to be made to pass this or that or whatever. What project do you go forward with? What direction do you want to go in? What is your gut saying to you? Hey, Denise. Hey, nice to see you. So where do you want to go right now in your business or life, right? Your gut is telling you, your angels are nudging you. And I wanted to say this too. This has been on my mind all day yesterday. So sometimes we want to connect with our spirit guides, and maybe you're not feeling like you're hearing them, or maybe you feel like they don't hear you. You keep asking and asking, but they're going to mute their answers to you if you're not taking the inspired action. So just by utilizing your cards, maybe pendulums, crystals, whatever it is that you find that are your spiritual tools, they will say, hey, well, she's trying, she's doing a meditation, she's doing this, she's going forth with this, she's journaling, whatever it is. The other thing is that your messages, you can decide what your messages are. So a lot of people see angel numbers, you know, like the number 11, 22, 555, you know, like you see them on the clock, or you see them going on the license plate numbers around you. But you can decide what those messages mean. You don't have to go to Joanna Scribe's blog, which is my favorite for the angel numbers, FYI. She's got a great blog that has many, many things. But you can talk to your spirit guides, your business spirit guides. You can connect with them, and you can say, hey, if I see 555, does that means I have to promote my shit? If I see 111, that means I can take a rest. If I see 444, that means get outside. So you can actually choose the messages that you would like to see, instead of being confused about what they are trying to direct you as, right? Because this is the thing, we get confused about it, and that's when ego pops in, and it's your ego. And I was reminded of something yesterday, and it was quite like I've heard it before, always. This is the thing, we hear things over and over and over again, but it doesn't land all the time, right? So for it to land, this is something, if you're stressed out, if you're having anxiety, if things aren't going your way, you're feeling stuck, whatever, you can choose to get over that, right? First thing is that I would allow yourself to rest, and don't rush yourself through it. Feel all the feels, right? But when you are in a space of doing things from love, when you are in a space from doing business with love, if you are coming from a space that is guided by your angels, you're not going to have all the ego self-talk putting you down, right? That's your ego holding you in that safe spot. So it is really, really imperative to listen to your intuition. And if you need to connect with your guides on a deeper level, you can try journaling or automatic writing, like just by asking a question and starting writing the answer. Things of that nature, right? And yeah, the participation game, you have to take action. There is no other way to learn things. You must take action. Okay, so during the middle end of the week, so I would say Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the World card, and this is about completing things, okay? So the World card is all about completion. This is about tidying up your workspace. This is about completing projects, and this one is a real big one for me, as I need to complete the guidebook and deck for the Wealthy Reader. And this is about feeling like you're dancing on top of the world. So I watched something yesterday with Gina Gabellini. I don't know if you've heard of her before, but she's a very good business coach and been in the coaching industry for 20 plus years. And she always says, do everything with fun. Fun. It's got to be the F word. It's got to be fun, right? So if you're not feeling jazzed up about it, then the energy isn't behind it. And I've been a big believer in this for my whole career, is if your energy is off when you put something out there, it's not going to work for you. So what will get you passionate? What will get you jazzed up? What will get you feeling the fun? What will really, really like knock your socks off, right? In order to, what will make you be dancing on top of the world like this card in order to complete, right? So keep that. And the other part of it is creation can be fun, and it doesn't have to have the best outcome, right? So you just want to create to get the vibe going, right? The vibe going. Creation starts motion, and motion starts momentum, and momentum brings confidence. And then there's all sorts of good things that come from that, right? So. Okay, let's pick the card for through the weekend and into the beginning of next week. Ooh, this is a lovely, lovely card, the 9 of Pentacles. Now, this is about having planted seeds for success, right? So if you think of all your projects, your life, how you do things, your past self has planted future seeds for right now. And right now it needs to be your garden, your physical garden, your exterior world needs to be nurtured and grown into a bountiful garden. So if you're not seeing the signs of success, trust that it will all work out. With this is it's about nurturing and not forcing. So when you think of the woods, right, a forest or a garden, what does it really need to thrive, right? And the other part of this is like 2 roses. Let's just bring up like roses, rose bush, right? 2 roses aren't going against each other and competing about who's the more beautiful flower. No, they're not. They're just growing in their own divine space. So remember, you're not in competition with anybody else. You are simply growing and unfolding into the beautiful rose that you are. And nurturing your space and watering your garden, yes, and watering your garden will bring these things in with ease, right? Because we all want ease. Anxiety and fear and scarcity, that's all part of the ego-based stuff. When you are in flow and in love and realizing that you're really part of divine stuff, that is when your garden grows, right? So nurture it, but like if you add too much water, so that's the pushing, the masculine energy. If you push, then you overwater and then you kill the plant, right? So this is a really natural phase. So it's time to nurture without pushing and get into flow. Hello, Elizabeth and Kim. Nice to see you guys. And let's pull one more. I'm going to pull another fairy card for this. Whoops. This one went to the side, and it's affirmations. But I think we got that last week, so let's not. You guys know how important affirmations are to me. So let's do another one. Okay. Ooh, okay. So this is actually a really good card, as in for all of us. Do some research. You need more information about this situation. Look into it further before proceeding. Now, the first oracle card this week for the energy of the week, I like to kind of think of the beginning oracle card as the energy of the week and then the lesson that we need to learn, right? So goodbye to the old and hello to the new. And this is actually very spot on for my life right now, which is because, and I don't think that they mean like massive research over like go do more schooling and stuff like this, but it's about connecting to your spirit. It's really been top of mind. Connection to your intuition, connection to your spirit guides, connection to the fairies, if that's what you want, or dragons, or, angels, whatever it is. What kind of research do you need to do in order to put through this project, right? What is it that you need to require? And for me, this is actually really funny because I've decided I need to do some business readings, and I'm actually going to host. This is just confirmation, just hot off the press. I had the idea, hot off the press. I am going to do a group session for a very, very low price for business questions, tarot questions, and I'm going to have it with a limited amount of people so that I can finish up the Wealthy Reader Guidebook. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to limit it. It's going to be like a 2-hour session. Everyone bring your business questions, and I'm sure like the energy with the group, it will be beneficial for everybody. And I'm going to do it for $33 per person. And so that I had it in my head yesterday, so here it is. So they just nudged me, and here I am. I wasn't going to say anything, but I did it. Hey, Carol, nice to see you. Hey. So, okay, with that, so if you're interested in the group session, let me know, PM me, or I'll put a link in there. If anyone wants a card, let's pull a card. I want to actually share while I'm waiting if you want a card. I want to share that I did a 15-kilometer run on Saturday. I was going to make it 17 for St. Patrick's Day, but once I got to 15, like before I started, I was all like, oh, I'll do 15K. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should make it 17. By the end of 15, I was all like, forget it. I'm not doing the extra 2K. There's no way. My legs are still sore, but I went for a run yesterday. Just the shortest run. Hey, Prima, yay. So I'm still a little bit tired from it because that is the longest run I ever did. So yeah, and I did the loop. So I ran up and down a hill, a hill 3 times. And like there's some neighbors out doing gardening, and the husband was like, man, you're putting a path in the sidewalk, right? So that was funny. So yes. Okay. So Carol, let's do a card for Carol. Let's see. Carol, do you have a question? And then Carol and Elizabeth and Denise. Yeah. Well, the thing that was a little bit disappointing, Denise, about the run was that it took me 2 hours and 4 minutes. I was expecting it to be under 2 hours. And for me to get my 2.5-hour half marathon time, I got a lot of work to do. So I'm working on it. And my hip was like acting up. So, okay, Carol. I'm picking from this deck for you because okay, so Carol, you got go for it. So now when I saw your your question, when will your health be back to normal? I'm not really a health reader, okay? And I think you know that about me, but I will chime in on this, okay? So I've been doing these, yes, yeah. I've been doing these interview series is like at doingbusinesswithlove.com. And yesterday I released manuals, and it's all about fitness. And there's one that's coming out. I think I'm going to release it today with Wendy. She's a healer. And your health is really in your hands, Carol. And I know that this may be tough. And when it says go for it, I think you need to do whatever you feel that you need to do. If you can only, like Wendy and I were talking about it, and she had Lyme disease, or she's currently still she's recovering, and I had a hip, back, neck injury, and now I'm running 15 kilometers. But it starts with the baby steps. Eat nutritious food, drink lots of water, get lots of rest. I don't know what's going on with you, but when it takes a long time, it took me 3 years, Carol, to get to this point where I am now in my health. But start with the baby steps and do what you can, even if it's just moving your arms while you're sitting and watching TV, even if it's just going for a walk around the block, even if it's whatever it is, just and try and remove processed foods. That's the best thing I can do. And your angels are saying, go for it. Go for it. You take this in your own control. Always listen to your doctors. I'm not telling you not to, but honestly, that is where you start, and putting yourself as a priority, right? So I highly recommend you watch Di Manuel's thing that we have for fitness, and you'll see my weight release journey. And yes, Denise, I am taking the win. That's a long run. And 3 years ago, I was severely injured. Yes. And it takes time to get well again, right? That's what it is. Any question from Elizabeth or Denise? And is it like, do you business or just general, or do you want an oracle or tarot? I don't know. Whatever. I feel like pulling some cards. Okay, Denise. I'm going to go with Denise right now because she answered business. So, Elizabeth, your choice. Ooh, okay, this is great. Denise, this is great for you. Ace of Wands. Woo! Everyone, celebrate with Denise for business. Whoop, whoop. Inspired action takes place. Yes. Inspiration has arrived, and it is a good idea. The universe wants you to act on it. Take the necessary steps for long-term success. Make goals, break them down into small steps, give yourself a deadline. You will be successful if you act on this. Go get busy. It's a great idea. I love it. Okay, so we're going to go I'm going to pull from the Mystic Dreamer Tarot and the business meanings for you, Elizabeth. Okay. So, Elizabeth, we got the Page of Pentacles, which is about being a student, which is actually quite funny with the doing the research thing. So that, and it's about transformation. So if you look at this pentacle, it's transformation. There's a butterfly there. There's lots of beautiful things going on. And then you also got the Ace of Pentacles. And if you look at this, there's a woman here, there, and she's at the gate. And this is like, she almost didn't see this big, beautiful Ace of Pentacles, like, adornment. And she almost missed the opportunity in the midst of this. So I want to urge you to see the opportunity in this situation, right? There's an opportunity now for you to move into a more soul-centered and heart-driven business of yours. So yes, there is a messy middle. There always is a little bit of chaos, and there always is this stuff, and it's, the job is a means to an end. So we all need money. So, you know, unfortunately that's the case. But, you know, somehow, some way, a path will be made as you take the inspired action, right? So there it is. If you just hopped on, say hello. And if you want a card, I'm pulling cards. But here, I'm going to read a little bit from this for you, Elizabeth. This is the beginning of the path to financial freedom. You are starting or have started or wanting to grow your business. Everything is going good. The universe is on your side. This card brings financial increase, opportunities, and time freedom, but only if you're working towards your goals. So there you go. Action takes precedence over any luck. To ensure your success, you must be willing to take risks, trust your business abilities, and say yes to things that bring you outside of your comfort zone. A lot of the times, right, small opportunities seem just that. They seem small, but you might say, like, why bother? But this little opportunity can turn into a lifelong partnership with the exact people you need to surround yourself. Keep your eyes open. Okay, so now Denise and Elizabeth, I know you guys are close together. I don't know, Denise and Elizabeth, you guys may want to talk about this dog bakery thing, since Elizabeth is like a dog trainer and communicator. I don't know, there might be something there, so look into that. I'm feeling like it would be a great partnership. Oh, Candace. Hello, Candace. Anybody else feel like a card before I sign off? Prima. Oh, that's so funny. I was just reading back on the comments, making sure I didn't miss something. Prima pulled the look through the situation moments from the Indigo Angel Oracle deck. That's a good card. It's very in line with what the reading was for this week. Alrighty. Okay. So that would be I have the name and brand colors picked for the bakery already. All right. Awesome. Sounds like a fun venture, and right up your alley, because you can do that stuff. You are a baker. And you make your own dog food for your dogs. I know that. So there you go. Excellent. So let's pull one card just for fun, and I'm going to wrap up everything for us for today. Okay, so this is a nice card for us to finish off with. It's the Seven of Pentacles. And this is about planting the seeds for success. It's not time to be impatient right now. Patience is a virtue, right? Proper nurturing is required. You need to have some time for things to blossom, to grow. Time is required to see how things take off. Continue to envision, intend, and expect the best outcome, and it will be true. Do the work without forcing. Think of the Empress card, or creation. It's actually called the creation card. There is natural growth cycle for everything, and there's no need to push. There's still a whole bunch to learn as you expand your business gifts. And that is true for every single one of us. Alrighty, I think that is it for today, and that sounds great. If you guys want to participate in the group reading, I don't know, I'm going to set a couple of dates and times, I guess. Just PM me, and we'll figure it out. And because the more I pull from my book, the better off the meanings are going to be for when I get the guidebook together. And I too need to do the research, and that's market research. So here we go. So come join me. Okay, you're very welcome, you guys. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.